Thank you guys for joining me again. This is the Cats of Jammas bringing you guys some action here. Looks like round of 128 action out of the SCRO Open. Down here in the bottom left-hand corner of SCRO's plateau, we have our purple Protoss player. He is REQSlained. Spoon giving a big shout out to Reddit there. Up here in the top right-hand corner, we have our red Zerg player challenger to REQSlained. He is Spoon. So Spoon versus REQSlained, a similar setup to what we saw in our last match as far as being cross positions. Of course, SCRO's Plateau again, if you guys are just joining us and relatively unfamiliar with the map. SCRO's Plateau is a 4-player map, but used for 1v1 purposes, means that there are 4 potential places to spawn. And each of those spawns is relatively easy to secure, so I would expect a very long macro-oriented match, although DDE made quick work of that with a fast expand and 3 racks from his opponent last time. Greenfish valiantly fought trying for a forge fast expand, unfortunately was not successful. And REQSlained actually doing what a lot of players like to do on this map, because the ramp going into the natural is no wider than, say, the one on Scrap Station. A lot of players will actually choose to wall off that ramp right away, build themselves in that very nice, easy-to-take expansion. And that appears what REQSlained is doing, throwing down his gateway at the front of his naturals ramp. So, Slain running back, about to throw down another pylon down here at the back of the Destructible Rocks? No, just checking to make sure nothing is odd, making sure that there are no overlords flying overhead. As he is now scouting his opponent, finding out that they are indeed cross positions. Spoon is throwing down his spawning pool at this time. He's not put up his gas yet, maybe going pool straight into hatch here in a second. Back at Slain's base, he does have the next pylon going down. So Spoon should realize that Slain is going to opt for a pretty quick expansion. He hasn't gone for any gas. He just finished his next pylon, no cybernetics core. Just saving up his money for the time being and getting out a couple of zealots for some early pressure. So Spoon is putting up his spawning pool at this time, about ready to finish. The expansion did indeed go down, no gas quite yet. And this probe for Slained is being run out of Spoon's base. So Zealot making its way up now. Spoon does see this, and we'll see how he decides to prepare. He has 1 queen on the way, but he's not committed to any Zerglings yet. Feeling pretty confident that he'll be able to take down that Zealot pretty easily. The Zealot now turning around. Not sure why that was run backwards for a second. 2 probes now out for Slained. A forge coming down as well. And there is the first pylon. So that forge is about, let's see, 35 seconds away from being done. The hatchery is only about 25 seconds away from being done. So the hatchery will finish first before any cannons are able to come up. There, REQSlained is just sitting outside of his pylon, waiting to drop something down. A couple of zealots making their way into his opponent's base. Spoon does have up a couple of Zerglings now, running out with that queen as well. It would be advantageous for Slain to get that queen off a creep. They are so slow off of creep, and nice job to snipe the creep tumor there, wasting the initial energy out of the queen. No larvae have come down, and no creep tumor has come down either. Slain now moving back in with his 2 zealots. He is going to try and just take down the queen as he is getting surrounded. Is he going to be able to do so? It'll come down to the last hit. No, the zealot gets surrounded. This probe now trying to take down the queen. Oh, queen survives, only needed 2 more hits and it would have gone down. But unfortunately, it does stay up. And REQSlained now throwing down his photon cannons. First photon cannon comes up. There are some Zerglings that are surrounding this. Second photon cannon on the way. This photon cannon has already killed 3 Zerglings. It will fall. But this next photon cannon is going to have basically unlimited access to knock down that hatchery. Doing a lot of damage right now. Let's see what sort of response that Spoon has. Second photon cannon is on the way, though. These 2 photon cannons should be able to focus down any Zerglings. And here we had 1 queen. Looks like it went down. A second queen did come up, however. The probe is focus fired down. A zealot being brought up to go ahead and deny this hatchery as well. Spine crawler now up. Bunch of Zerglings coming in. And with the force of the zealot, is it going to be enough to hold off all the Zerglings? The zealot smartly microing himself back to where he can't be surrounded. Still going to go down, but did a lot of damage beforehand, and all the Zerglings are going to fall. Those photon cannons were absolutely not touched. So hatchery now going to fall here very soon. Spoon brought out some drones to do some mining. Needs to run those away basically immediately, or they're going to get picked off by the photon cannons. Hatchery is going to fall. Let's see what Spoon is bringing up now to go ahead and counter this. He does have out a... Oh, wow. Is Slain going to be able to get the creep tumor? Well, it doesn't matter because Spoon does GG. So Slain going to move on to the next round of the SC Reddit Open.